Hi everybody, my name is Sherry. Welcome to my stamp studio. I'm going to try to get through this video, but after the day after Christmas, I started to feel a little unwell. Enough unwell that I decided not to go out shopping because I thought, well, I'll get better and not go out in the nasty weather that we had that day. But I actually woke up far worse the weekend after Christmas, and I have been unable to make it through an entire sentence without coughing. So today I woke up, I was feeling a bit better, but I have also been having website issues that started we went to a Pacers game the day before Christmas Eve. So I was at the Pacers game when I started getting emails that my website wasn't working from some of you. So we got home late that night. We called GoDaddy. They assured me that it had been fixed. Then Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, we had tons of stuff going around, and then I got sick. And I had hoped to film some videos in some quiet moments the week of New Year's, but never had any quiet moments. And so then this morning when I got up and finally checked my email, because I frankly didn't care. You know, when you get so sick, you're like, I don't care about email. And then I noticed it had been down again. So I've spent a vast amount of time this morning with GoDaddy and a vast amount of money, hoping that they're going to get it all fixed. So it's up now and it's working. Some of you had tried to register for my Try It classes or to add stuff for club and couldn't get to the site because GoDaddy just took it down until it could be fixed. It's up now. It may come and go as they are working through whatever the issue is. They're not even sure what the issue is, but they needed to fix the issue before the website could stay up. But it's up now. But I thought I'm only going to talk today. You know, I only talk to my cats to do videos, and then I've waited a little bit now to hopefully refresh my voice, but we're going to try to barrel through this. So the new catalog does start January 6th. There's bonus days on January 6th. Hopefully I will have a web post on the 6th that I have some kickoff specials for the new catalog, the 6th and 7th. You'll be able to get all of those. Even if my website would go down and you're on my email list, you'll get those details. So here's just a few things that I've made with some of the new products. So these videos are up. YouTube was never affected. My Facebook, at least everything's different. But unfortunately, the website is where I have everything all housed together with the links. This project here, if you go watch this one, this is the first card that we will make together in my Try It class, which registration should have closed, but I'm going to go ahead and keep it open. Hopefully it works because I need to place the order tomorrow, but because several of you tried to register and couldn't, it's back up. So if you're interested in making 9 projects with me, and it'll probably mail out third week of January, beginning of the 4th, and when I can't order this stuff until the 6th, and when I also don't feel well, it takes a while for us to get the class together, but you'll get to see all the new papers, all the new embellishments, all the new ribbons, and then a selection of punches, die cuts. You can see the folder here as we make the projects together. But if you go watch this card, and I think this one too, I probably talk about Try It. I think I probably talk about it in this one too, because this is a past Try It template that I remade with new stuff. This suite here's part of what I'm using today. It is the focus for my January card club. So here is the first project from January card club. If you want to learn about my online card club and how to get all the stuff sent to you to make these projects, go watch this video. I also have a free class with purchase in January, and it's with the Easter suite. Unfortunately, that was one of the things that's laying here to my side that I was hoping to work on and have ready by the 6th. It's not going to be up. It is what it is, right? You can only do what you can do. But information, all you have to do is purchase the suite from me in January, and then you'll get the supplies to create the projects that are in that class mailed to you. So that information, again, will be on my website. It will be in my email, and all you have to do is purchase the suite. So for today, I'm using Gears and Textures, which is a new bundle. It's available in the mini catalog. It is also our bonus bundle for January card club. So I'm going to use that, and then I needed some words. As you can see, there's no words in this one. So I pulled the words. I just wanted a birthday card, so I pulled the happy birthday. It's a great size, great font from the Lovely Arrangements, which is a new online exclusive that will be available starting the 6th. I'm using Nature's Symphony or Nature's Walk. The suite's called one thing and the paper's called something else. It's the Nature's Walk. This is the paper that's going to be featured in Card Club for January. It's beautiful. It can be nature cards. It can be industrial cards. It can be masculine cards. It can be summer cards. It's just really, really a very pretty pack of paper. So you can go watch a couple of those previous videos that I showed you that use the paper if you want to see it all. So I am going to use, and I made this card a long time ago, like in the middle of December, so hopefully I can remember what I did. I'm going to start with Garden Green. Just fold this in half, and then we're going to do a little bit of stamping on this, and then also on this piece of Designer Series paper, and we're going to put it here. I have two pieces out of the metallic paper. I have the bronzish piece and the one that's kind of a silver pewter, and then just some white scrap. So let's see if I can remember. I used Shaded Spruce, which is odd. I don't know why I didn't use Garden Green. Maybe I tried it, and I do see I had some other stuff here on the table. So maybe I tried it and didn't like it. But we're going to use this gear kind of, this will do fun steampunk. It does fun masculine. It just creates great backgrounds. And I see my re-inkers on the table, so I'm trusting the fact that I re-inked these before I used them last time. I like to always re-ink everything before I go and film. And then sometimes you all are like, mine doesn't look as good. You need to remember to re-ink your things as well. So I'm just going to put some here on the edges, because when we put this on the top, you're going to see, you don't see as much. And then we'll add a couple to the bottom of this. Now the way this paper works, here, let me show you. The piece that's on my card currently is down towards the bottom. This looks like it's the middle. So it gets darker, which may be why I didn't use Garden Green, because it might not have shown up on that dark piece, but that doesn't mean you can't use all of it. Just add a couple of these. I'm going to go a little bit higher up on these than I did on my original card because of the fact that this doesn't have as much color on it. But when the overall card's done, I'm fairly certain that you're not going to be able to tell the difference. Then I have Pecan Pie. And I'm going to use this gear here in Pecan. And again, I'm just creating a fun background. There's no rhyme or reason, just kind of put it on and make sure that you have some bits everywhere. I'll get a whole one here. Do the same back over here, where we just have some show out the edges. This one you don't really need to spin because it's a circle, so no matter which direction you go, you're going to get pretty much the same image. And then I have the Happy Birthday that I pulled out of the other bundle, and I'm just going to hand trim it, and I'm going to use Pretty Peacock. And just stamp it so I can trim it out here. And then it was too starkly white, but I didn't really want to add, like, make it be obvious that something was on it. So I'm just going to add little bits of this light part of brown here. And then we'll go grab the one that's got the green on it. And again, I'm just going to barely touch it, because I want the Happy Birthday to be able to be read. Obviously, it's a very fine font, but just the plain white paper on its own was a little too stark. Then we have a smaller gear again, and I'm going to do it in white. I might put some on this. I think that last time I didn't put any on this card, but we'll try. Now what's going to happen is, you can see, because my green ink is still not 100% dry, it does pick up a little bit of the green ink. And so before you stamp that again on your, which is probably why I didn't do it on the other card, because I can see it doesn't look white. So that's enough on that one. And then over here, I'm going to aim kind of for the places where there's not as much green that it's going to go over. Then it's not an issue. It does pick a tiny bit of the Pecan Pie up, but it's not as strong as the color, so it isn't obvious. Let me get one down here. And then we have one last stamp, and it is the light bulb. It's an Edison bulb. So it just has this little piece here. Oh, I need to cut it out first. So I will stamp this after I cut it. So now we're going to do the die cutting. And I have all these gears that will go here. And then I have the back of the Edison and then the top part of it. So let me cut all of these out and then I'll show you how they work. So I've cut all these out. Now we just need to layer it all together. We'll just go ahead and stamp our, oops, that's not black. Sometimes it always takes a minute to get back into the swing of things when you've been gone for so long, but when you add not feeling great on top of it. So this little Edison bulb part here stamps on the bulb itself. It would be a super sweet card to just do like a graduation or something, you know, or a great idea, and then just have the light bulb on a nice simple white card. That's not this card. This card has a lot going on. And then I'm going to take my black blend and this part here, I'm just going to color the top. Now we'll stick all this together. So we're going to grab our card. Oh, yes, I have adhesive. I thought I had everything lined up on here to create this card before Christmas. And then I don't remember what happened. So I had intended to come back. Oh, I know. My hairdresser is no longer doing hair, which she didn't inform anybody of. Thankfully, my niece had an appointment before I was supposed to go in that day. So I had to change hair because, you know, and I had to go on to somebody new now. But that kind of messed up the few days that I had kind of mapped out before the holidays. It's not great when your hairdresser doesn't do hair anymore and you liked her. So pop this on here. So I'm just going to let a little bit of that show out the edge. Maybe I want a little bit more. Let's lift this up and put it over just a fraction. Put it here. Perfect. Now we'll put this on. Whoops. Right side up. I feel a little discombobulated. Add this here. And then we have this long gear, which I would probably use glue if I wasn't going for speed, but I want to get this done before I start coughing and I can feel the back of my throat being a little itchy. So we'll add this chain. Just drop it down from here. And then we have the biggest of the gears. We'll just put it here. This one doesn't need glue because it's got a nice wide spots to put. Stick that on. And then we have a smaller one, and it has a tiny little die right here that would make a thing to go on top of it, but because I'm going to use embellishments on top, the first time I cut it out, the second time I decided just to go this way. Add this here. And this one that I cut out is going to go on top of our larger one. Gives it some good dimension and depth. You could add that with a dimensional if you'd like. And then let's put our light on here. I thought about doing this in vellum. And obviously you can add some Wink of Stella if you would like. Just pop this on here. And then I'm going to put it here so it's above our happy birthday, but it doesn't have a string or you could add this chain to it, but because I'd already used the chain on something else, I'm going to grab a ruler. I moved it because I thought, well, I don't need a ruler for this card. I don't need to measure anything, but I do need a ruler. So I'm going to make sure that it's straight, and you can do that by making sure that your measurement lines are all on straight. So put the 6 on straight, make sure that line up there is straight, so that means it's straight. And I'm just going to draw a little line with the back of my blend. You could use a Stampin' Right, you can use a flare, you could use whatever you want to get that line. Then some dimensionals. Here they are. I have a hard time finding stuff on my desk, which I know a lot of you do too, on a good day, let alone when I don't feel great and I haven't used anything that's sitting here. I literally just hoped for the best when I started this and hoped that when I had finished that it really was set up to film. And it looks like it pretty much is. So let's pop this on our chain, and you can kind of go as high as you want. I think I'll do it about right here. Get it on there straight. And then our happy birthday. You could put it with dimensionals too if you'd like. Just add that there. And then on my other one, when I was done, because this is has so much going on, I felt like this was a little light. So I did take this and I flicked it. I'll show you that in a second. I'm not going to do it on this one because I don't think it needs it. But I am going to use the embellishments that are part of the suite, the Nature's Walk suite, but they work perfectly with the gears. It's the faux bronze pentagons. And they are the reason that I have this bronze colored paper and I added the pecan pie ink. I do remember that because I didn't start out having any brown in this card. But then when I went to use the embellishment, I felt like it really needed it. So I'm going to do the large one on the large wheel, a small one on the small wheel, and then we'll just do, because it's nice to use through, we'll just add one right here. Super cute, a very easy card. You wouldn't have to have this particular paper, although it works great. So you can see how this one has a lot more going on. And I'm sure that's why I used not garden green, because it would have gotten lost in this. But I think you could use garden green and not shaded spruce on that one. It's the thing. I love to play with the color. So there you go. If you're interested in any of the things happening this January, bonus buys, my card club, my free online class, make sure you're on my email list, because then even if my website goes down, you get the FYI, which wasn't great over the holidays, which I'd already told you I wasn't going to email you anyway, so at least that part held true, because I do like to take a little bit of time off at the end of the year just to kind of catch my breath. Normally this time I didn't have any breath because there wasn't any to catch. Have a great one, guys. Bye.